far as I'm concerned, it's 12 points from me. And our UK Eurovision entry, Mae Muller, joins us now. It's so good to see you.
Hello!
What a tune.
Thank you so much. I'm like fangirling right now.
We're all fangirling with this.
We're fangirling you. We're so
Dermot.
excited. How does it feel to be flying the flag for the UK? It must be such an honour.
It is, honestly, it is just an honour, and it's very surreal, but I'm taking every day as it comes, and it's such a whirlwind, but it's a lot of fun.
I guess the kind of the eye of the hurricane is kind of getting like slow, like because you're starting to do the
Every single day, I'm like, we're one day closer.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm rehearsing a lot. The preparation is wild, and then you know we have these kind of pre-parties where you get to perform the song. So I feel like I'm feeling ready now, but I feel like by the 13th of May, I'm going to be, like, locked in.
Right, the roller coaster starts really early, doesn't it?
I knew for, like, 3 months ago.
Well, I heard that you were a massive oversharer. So how did you even keep this secret?
Yeah, so usually I'm literally like, oh, my God, guess what happened? So I really had to make a conscious effort. I had to breathe through it. I was like, May, don't ruin this.
We don't need to tell anybody.
I did tell my mum and dad because I was like, I had to get it.
Weird.
Yeah.
That would have been weird. They would have like got on their like news app and have been like,
What?
What's going on? So it was difficult, but it's all worth it for, I guess, the.
Also, if you are an oversharer, then your friends will be like, I haven't heard from May lately. What's up?
Exactly. She must be hiding something.
Exactly.
No, some of my friends did message me on the day and they were like, girl, what? And I was like, oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So how did the whole thing, because you're a singer-songwriter in your own regard, you've had a lot of success, so how did the whole thing come about?
So, yes, it was about 3 months ago, and I actually wrote the song before the opportunity of Eurovision even came about.
This wasn't for Eurovision, this was just something that you wrote.
This just was a song that I had written, and literally it was like the stars aligned, because then 2 or 3 days later, I met up with my management and they were like, what do you feel about Eurovision? They've heard the song and they really like it. And I was like, I'm down. Like, let's go.
Did you know you wanted to do it immediately?
I had to give an answer like then and there. It was very, very like, we need to know now. And I was just like...
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah, let's go.
You have to go with your gut then, don't you?
And you just have to be with... I feel like with Eurovision, you have to be like 100% like in it. So from that day, I was like, I'm in it. So then for like 2 months, I just had to sit at home and like watch all the speculation and everything. And I was just like...
Did anyone speculate for you?
Not until like a week or two before announced. So we kept it pretty quiet for a long time. And I don't know how they figured it out, but I guess people were putting 2 and 2 together. And there was a few, I guess because there were a few names going around and then my name was in the mix like maybe a week or two. So we did a pretty good job of keeping it low-key, but it was hard. I was literally like, oh.
And when you knew your song was going to be the entry, do you then take it back and go, right, OK, this is what I want to... Like, do you tweak it at all, or what do you like?
Do you Eurovision it, Fide?
Yeah.
OK, yes. So afterwards, when I found out about Eurovision, I put my little Eurovision hat on, and there's a spoken word like middle-eight section, and that wasn't in the song before. I just thought it would be nice to have a moment where, you know, on the performance that I could really like connect with people. That could be quite. Because it's such a huge thing, I thought that could be quite like an intimate moment. So I went in and I rewrote that part like 4 or 5 times because I was just like, has to be right for Eurovision.
Yeah.
But it kind of felt nice that there was you know, a section that was specifically kind of written with that in mind. But I do feel like that song, that's why I was so shocked. I was like, I feel like I've just written a Eurovision song and now this has happened. It's
unbelievable.
Strange.
And the fans, they are die-hard fans, aren't they? They absolutely love Eurovision.
I'm obsessed.
What have they said about the song? What reaction have you had?
They've had, honestly, the support, because obviously you never know before you release something. You can't tell, you can't guess what the reaction is going to be. But I think people seem to be really enjoying it. People seem to be quite, you know, people are quite like empowered by it, which is all I could ever ask for. People are dancing to it. People are like, you know, in the clubs, I'm seeing people feeling themselves. I'm like, yes!
I absolutely love it. You played it in the dressing room today.
Yeah.
And honestly, I was like, is that a tune?
We're up, weren't we?
It's so good. It is so good. Here it is. You can hear it now. So I wrote a song. It's called I Wrote a Song.
Yeah.
What was it about?
So my way of dealing with things when I'm not feeling so hot, when I'm not feeling so great, whether it's a heartbreak or going, you know, a loss or anything.
Yeah.
My way of dealing with that is through writing, and that's such an important outlet for me, and that's how I kind of tend to empower myself. So I thought that would be quite a cool concept for a song, but then I thought, you know, for someone else, it might not be writing. It's whatever it is to you that
You're ripping up their clothes.
Do you know what I mean? It could be. It could be. But it's whatever is empowering to you. So you kind of steer away from like going down the route of like bitterness and revenge, and you come out actually feeling empowered. That was kind of my vision for the song.
And the thing is, you're a seasoned performer anyway, right? I mean, you know, you've done some stuff with Little Mix. You're platinum in the US with a single Better Day. So, do you feel? Can you come into it kind of match fit? You know, I mean, I don't think anything can really prepare you for the crazy ride of Eurovision, but you must feel like.
I think
you're not starting from a standing start, if you know.
No, I've definitely had experiences that have helped me feel more like prepared. Say if this was like 3 or 4 years ago and it was offered to me, I genuinely feel like I just wouldn't have felt ready, because it is such a huge deal and it's a lot, you know, a lot of work goes into it. But I think now, with the experience I have had, obviously, like you said, I don't think anything can truly prepare you for like the wildness that Eurovision is. But I feel like I definitely have the tools to help me.
Yeah. I agree. You've got the experience.
And it's sort of, as a country, we kind of fall in and out of love with it. I think we all love it. But like, I think sort of Sam, to be fair, kind of shifted the bar a little bit last year, because he just embraced, you know, he didn't go there, there was no kind of like, there's no irony to it. He just went there and embraced the whole thing. And I think that's what we've got to do, right?
Exactly. I think Sam took it very seriously, and he was like, this is not a joke, like, this is real, and you can really, that really paid off, I think. And so that's why I just feel, you know, it's such an honour to take part, especially this year, because it just feels like there's a lot of positivity around it. People are genuinely excited, and, you know, I think we've all loved Eurovision, you know, since the beginning. It's always, it's such a joy and it's so much fun, but I think now it's actually like, oh, we might actually...
We might do okay, yeah.
We might do all right, I hope so, anyway.
Well, the question on everybody's lips, your lips, my lips,
they're there.
The nation's lips, what are you going to wear, babes?
Hun, this has been an ongoing conversation.
Because I'm seeing the nails and I had an idea.
Yeah.
Like, you can call me a stylist.
Oh my gosh, tell me, I need to know.
I'm feeling like Union Jack nails.
OK.
What do you think? Would that go with the outfit?
A little Jerry-inspired, Jerry Halliwell vibe.
Is that too much? Has that been done? Maybe.
No,
I've never seen it on nails.
I'm here for that.
What are you wearing, babes? Come on, tell me.
Honestly, I'm telling you, it's an ongoing conversation. I can't believe it. It's like...
So do we still not know?
We know, but it's just the final, like, tweaks, and because it has to be right. It has to be right, and... Yeah, I mean, one of my favourite things is, like, figuring out, like, the looks.
Yeah.
And
I can't wait.
I like
What's
a
your
glam
hair going to be
moment.
like? I'm thinking about all that.
Enough so I can flip it. As long as I can flip it around.
Yeah.
We're fine.
I'll be good.
And Mae,
So
we wouldn't let
excited.
you go with that, because I know you've got a bit of a ritual before you go on stage. So we have there, right, we've just made our very own little Harry Styles mug for you.
This is honestly, like, made my entire
Is that everything?
Because you have a Harry Styles mug, right, that normally you wouldn't.
I do,
go
but
on
this
stage
might
without having
actually...
a- That's yours, you can have
This
that.
one's got titles on it. It's just like, oh, great, the budget hopped out.
How it tastes? Does it taste good, though? Does it taste good?
That's a good cup of tea.
I would drink out of Harry, I'm not going to lie.
I bet you would,
drink out
babe.
of that cup.
Mae, best of luck.
Best of
Thank
luck,
you so
darling.
much. It's such, you know, big fan of you.
2023 Eurovision Song Contest takes place on Saturday the 13th, my sister's birthday, with coverage on BBC One and iPlayer and Radio 2.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Bring it home, babes. Bring it home.
I will. I'm going to try.
Oh, I can't
Still
wait.
to come.